What's up, weirdos? So, market's still in the red, except for honey, apparently, in Zebek. But anyway, guys, I did some mass DCAing this afternoon. I put my buy alerts over on the Patreon. I am taking full advantage of this while it is here. Hopefully, you guys are doing the same thing. You can't really go wrong. Remember, guys, millionaires are not made on green days. They're made on the red ones. You have to remember that if you want to be successful in this space, okay? Let's have a look across the market, guys. We're going to have a look at the M2 exploding. We got some Moonwell stuff to get into, and we're going to talk about why the market is doing what it's doing right now. We're going to have a glimpse into that as well. But for now, what do we got? Jasmine down 2% on the day, 17.5 on the week, up 12.5 on the month, and down 43.6 on the year. We are up one spot in rank to 98, $696 million market cap, 34 million in volume. You love to see it, guys. You love to see the opportunity. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Where's my Swiftcoin? Swiftcoin must be even on the day. Yes, it is. Oh no, it's actually up 1% on the day. Down 6.8 on the week, up 3 on the month, and 214 on the year. We're up 8 spots in rank to 325, $109 million market cap, 1.09 million in volume. Let's frickin' go, baby. Great DCAs. Onyx coin down 0.5% on the day, 14.5 on the week, 2.5 on the month, but up 999% on the year. We are up 4 spots in rank to 122, $485 million market cap, 19 million in volume. And of course, market's red, Zebek's green. Nothing new here. Zebek up 2.2 on the day, 20 on the week, 56.5 on the month, and 388% on the year. We are up 3 spots in rank today to 135, a $418 million market cap, 29 million in volume. You watch, guys. When the market turns green again, Zebek will turn red again, and the haters will come out and say, why is Zebek red while the market is green? Right? Not recognizing that while the market's been red for the last week, Zebek has been green for the last week, right? You love to see it. Let's get into the Bitcoin chart, my friends. So what do we have? What do you say? What do you know? So we're just caught right now between a rock and a hard place, or resistance and support. Right here, you've got support around $111,700. We haven't quite hit it yet. We hit 112,000 even for the most part. We are now rejecting off resistance at $114,000. So which will cave first? My guess is we're probably gonna be in this range for, I don't know, week, maybe 2 weeks, could be, until the middle of August. I've told you guys multiple times, I think that we start to see that big leg up in the middle of August sometime. We're going to look at the M2 correlation to kind of get a little bit of a gauge on that as well, guys. So stay tuned for that. But Bitcoin right now, yeah, it's at least I think we found a local bottom. You're seeing a lot of negative news out there, and that usually does dictate a local bottom. Same thing with like a lot of good news going around usually marks a bit of a local top, right? So let's continue on here. What else do we have going on? Like I said, we will look at the M2 and all that fun stuff. But first, quick shout out as always to the channel sponsor, Decent Biometric Wallet. Guys, you can swap and take profits right on your Decent wallet. You can even stake your crypto or your stable coin, USDC, right through the bear market and gain APY that way. So you have extra dry powder in the next bear market. Check it out today, guys. You have 3 days left of this deal. You can get $20 off your Decent wallet and a free Zebek airdrop to your Decent wallet simply by using the coupon code FUTURE20OFF down in the description. Use our links down below, guys. Get yourself some free Zebek as well. Promotion ends in 3 days, August 5th. So once it's gone, my friends. Do not miss it. We are, in fact, the only channel running said promotion. So You got to be part of the crypto future community to reap the benefits, my friend. That's why you also want to like and subscribe to the channel. Little bit of Moonwell here, guys. Moonwell is opening the global economy to digital nomads and people in emerging markets without access to basic financial services. Check it out, guys.
So that's number
But
one.
you give bank accounts to foreign retail consumers
through
and then-
Bridge. Yeah.
through Bridge.
And yeah.
And then you can hook them into the base DeFi ecosystem and the Moonwell like product offering that way.
Exactly. So, and this is why we're building for this thing that I didn't even realize how important this is, except for the fact that I have a dozen devs in Brazil, and we were the only US or crypto companies like foundations like Moonwell Foundation can pay people in crypto, of course, because we have USD coin in our multi-sigs, but the average US company can't hire Bankless Podcast, for example. You couldn't hire a really good content creator in Argentina and pay them easily unless you pay them in stablecoins, right? And for the average payroll for a small, medium business that might want to hire someone to do knowledge work, not even a dev, but pushing spreadsheets in an office. Now I can get a job in Argentina for $50 an hour working for a US company. And maybe I'm one of the best office spreadsheet pushers in the world. And now I can do knowledge work. And so we think this opens up the entire global economy to remote work and for digital nomads, like a lot of my friends that are digital nomads. I'm kind of more tethered to the Bay Area, San Francisco area because it's the center of AI. But a lot of my friends go travel all over Asia. And I know from experience, it's really hard to sometimes get paid when you're traveling in some Asian country like Thailand and you just happen to be remote working for a month, right?
God, I love Moonwell, my friends. I love Moonwell. One of our gems over on the Patreon we got into early. I highly, highly, highly recommend you do your research on the project, guys. If you love decentralized finance like I do and you believe in the narrative, absolutely check out Moonwell. What do we got, guys? Bloodbath explained why crypto is bleeding right now. For one, the Fed's hawkish tone slammed rate cut hopes for September, even though the percentage has now shot back up to, I think, 65% chance of a rate cut in September, something along those lines right now. We have surprise job reports spike recession fears, ironically boosting cut odds. So there you go. Trump's new tariffs hit risk appetite. A lot of people moving away from risk. I showed you guys gold and silver yesterday. That gold and silver were kind of starting to climb. People are kind of, a little leery about risk on assets. As a result, people are unsure. There's a lot of speculation right now going on about whether up to this point, we've been lucky not to see any inflation effects due to the tariffs, but a lot of people are starting to push the narrative right now that we're about to. So something to be paying attention to, and that's why risk on has become so fearful out of nowhere. The BLS firing, Russia sub post, and global tensions shook markets, which I don't think is as impactful right now. We're kind of numb to that now. And a Fed governor resignation added to the chaos. Volatility is back, but so is opportunity. That's what you need to take away from it, my friends. Listen, there's opportunity in every dip. There's opportunity in every pump, my friends. You shouldn't be sitting on the sidelines, emotional, weeping, moping, pissing and crying and whining and moaning and screaming into a sissy bear pillow, okay? Take advantage of the opportunities that you're presented with. Not financial advice. Of course, you do you, boo-boo, right? All right, let's have a look. What else do we have? Fox Business just showed live on TV that the global M2 is exploding. Bitcoin will follow soon.
One interesting correlation has been Bitcoin and the money supply.
Yes.
Is that integral? Like, hey, we've got the chart. It's pretty easy. You don't have to be a chartist to see, okay, they kind of trade in tandem here.
Well, one thing we know is that they're going to continue to debase, and liquidity has been at all-time highs, and that's largely because we're running these massive fiscal deficits. And guess what? They're going to continue. The projections made for the rest of the year is that we're going to be basically issuing about $18 trillion worth, or $18 billion worth of debt per day for the rest of the year, for the rest of 2025. So the thing you need is the one thing immune to currency debasement, immune to inflation, and that is Bitcoin.
So, I've got one.
Hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah. Let's go have a look over at the M2 right now and what is going on. Correlation remains strong, my friends. We've had a big spike up in the M2 just today. You love to see it back up to 98.75. My friends, you love to see it. As it continues to climb, we're right on pace here with Bitcoin as well. Like I said, guys, around looks like sometime around close to mid-August, I think we're going to start this parabolic run to the upside into September. We'll see what happens, guys, but it looks exciting to me. Hopefully it looks exciting to you. Let me know what you guys think, as always, down in the chat, down in the comment section. Are you bullish on this M2 correlation, or are you a sissy bear chicken wuss? Let me know, guys. And, of course, if you are new to crypto, if you've never been through an altcoin season before, if you're feeling emotional, you're uncertain, you don't know what's going on, you don't know up from down, left from right, because of all the FUD and misinformation and fear mongering and all that stuff that's happening right now in the markets, guys, listen, come on over to the Patreon community, join thousands of other members, and get the support system that you need. If someone sat down beside you right now and said, if you buy me a cup of coffee every single day, I will teach you how to make life-changing wealth in crypto. I will teach you how to front run this market and get out before everybody else does, so you have plenty of dry powder for the next bull run. You can get out of debt, you can quit your 9-to-5, and so much more. And all I want from you is for you to buy me a cup of coffee. Would you buy me a cup of coffee? You would be insane to not take that deal. My friends, for less than the price of a cup of coffee a day, you can be a member of the 10% Club over on the Patreon. We will give you all the tools you need to succeed in this space. We've already helped, just this year, 43 people hit 7-figure portfolios, and many, many others have hit high 6 figures. You can be the next. Join the 10% Club today, guys. The link is down in the description. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.